I'm laying down in the basement of my house on the floor on my back. Not because I'm tired for you youngsters out there. I know y'all probably thinking, damn, he tired. No, 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 no. I'm not tired. It's just my lower back is hurting, you know? Um, Oddly enough, I when I had my daughter, when I was walking her in the hospital, and I'm laying on the floor on my back, so I apologize for my voice, but I'm my daughter came and she was just born, and so I'm in the hospital. This is right before COVID. Never had any back pains in my life. Never, not lower back that I can recall that had me hurting or whatever. I'm in a doctor's room or whatever, the hospital. We're staying overnight, and when I get up and I'm walking my daughter, trying to calm her down, my wife was trying to breastfeed. Um, she was crying so much, so I was up several times walking her, and then I started getting this lower back pain. And now, almost 9 months down the road, I still have the same lower back pain. Um, what helps it? Stretching. Stretching helps it. Um, but I was looking online, just trying to do some research of, different stretches to help me with specifically for my lower back, because we all know the importance of stretching and working out. You're just not going to get anywhere if you don't stretch. Sure, you can get round with muscle, but you won't have any flexibility. And for those that have kids or have an active lifestyle, or don't work at a desk, or even if you have to travel to get to work, you know the importance of being able to get up and move when you want to move. Two type of people: the type of person that says, okay, there's a step there, I gotta lift my leg. And then it's the type of people that say, okay, there's a step there, they don't even see the step, they just walk on the step. I'm at a point in my life where I see the step and I tell myself, okay, you know what, you gotta lift your leg. So, and I think that's the thing with age, all these falls and all this stuff. And I know the young folks, y'all cracking up, whatever the case, getting old. But I'm telling you, because people used to tell me, being active when you are young catches up with you when you get older. Because all of my injuries are from, well, the way my body is reacting is from being such a spontaneous, adventurous person. Like, I have breaks that I never went to the hospital for. You know what I mean? Like, I just got all sorts of issues. I'm not going to incriminate myself anyway, but, we'll just say, leave it at that. But I got a story for you guys today, another personal one, but it's a goodie, and I hope you like it because I'm hoping you can relate to it. Like I said, I'm laying on the floor in my basement, so you will hear the heater cutting on and off. It's like 40 degrees outside. This is December. It's freezing out there. I think it's lower than 40. But I remember I was at the gym. I was at a gym called Gold's Gym, and this was right here at it's Ritchie Station is what they call it. It's in Capitol Heights, Maryland. And I was working out, and I would see people do different workouts. And at this point in my life, this is a while back, I was getting started, but not really started. They had moved the gym over there, but I was in there, but I wasn't in there because I don't consider myself in there until I actually signed up for a competition, because then I actually took it serious and started working out. But while I was working out, I remember I was in there just getting my work. I'm getting over, people seeing me and looking at me and people wondering what's going on. I started wearing T-shirts instead of just all covered up all the time. Because I wasn't afraid to look at myself in the mirror. Because we go through all this stuff where, like, you see the Planet Fitness commercials, where it's wrong to, yell or push yourself. Because I say push yourself, not yell. Some people say it's one and the same, but I think you're actually pushing yourself. Or a person that stands in the mirror looking at yourself. But, if you're taking pride in what you're doing and you see what's happening as you go, just seeing your muscle form will help you to push one or two more times. But nevertheless, plus if you're focusing on a certain muscle group, you can see that you're, just one little twist of the wrist will change which muscle you're working on. But nevertheless, that's not what the story is about. So I'm in there, I'm busting my ass. I didn't did my cardio. I try to do cardio. At this time, it was in the beginning of the workout. I always felt like if I stretched and did cardio and then worked out, that changed later because I found I didn't have the energy to do a damn workout after I did good cardio. But I was out there, and I think I was on something called a Smith's machine. Smith machine. That's the machine that has the bar on it, but it's not a free weight bar, meaning that the bar is connected to this big unit. So when you go up and down, you push it up or pull it down, it's on a track, so it determines where it goes, and you can lock it in at any point. So if the shit's too heavy, or if you get tired, you just lock it in. It is what it is. And this guy, he comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, what's up, bruh?" And I'm like, "Okay, okay, what's going on?" Because I didn't know anybody. I was a nice dude, but I was still in my zone. And normally, when you be in your zone, and what I mean by this is, because I don't want you to think that I'm just an asshole, but it takes me a lot to get to a point where, first, getting dressed for the gym, right? I get dressed, whatever, get my stuff together, get my bag together, whatever, and I get to the car. 9 times out of 10, I forgot something in the damn house, either my cell phone or something. So that's one, meaning that that's one reason I should go back home and not go to the damn gym. But then trying to get to the gym, it's always traffic or sign, or I can't find a parking lot, parking spot. I'm pissed at that. You know what I mean? So pretty much, I could keep going down the list, but my body is looking for reasons. My mind is looking for reasons not to work out. So when I finally get in the zone where I'm saying, okay, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. I say I'm going to do, you know, 10 sets of 10, you know what I mean? And then I mess around and get 11 sets of 10, because I push myself. That means my mind is in this zone where I finally am there, where I can push myself and keep this shit going. But this dude comes, and breaks my zone. And after this whole incident, I realized I needed big headphones so people could see I had headphones on. But nevertheless, but he doesn't just stop me. He starts talking to me. Just says, "Hey, what's up, man? How long you gonna be on this machine?" So not cool. It's not a lot of equipment. I tell him, "Hey, I just got a couple more reps. It might take me a little bit of time, but I'm gonna get through these things." But I normally don't mind getting up and sharing reps with somebody, because that's my sneaky way of getting a break when I'm working out on a machine. You dig? But the dude, he played me because he wasn't trying to get on the machine. He just wanted to tell me something. He wanted to give me some advice, is what he said. He told me that I need to take my weight up, right, on the machine, and I need to push harder and work out faster. That's the only way I'm going to get the form and all that, right? I was like, oh, okay, thank you, bro. And so he goes on, and he's so comfortable. I remember he took some weight and put some weight on, and I'm taking it. He's like a trainer kind of guy, right? Because I see a bunch of dudes he's with, and they're all like listening to him. So I'm like, okay, cool, cool, whatever the case may be. I'm getting over my hurdles, but now I'm like a spotlight, and I don't want to be here now. I'm just like, man, but I can't walk out. And he puts more weight on the machine and tells me, okay, go. So I push it, and I'm taking my time getting it up, trying to get my stretch on. And he's like, no, you gotta push it, bro. You can't do that. You need impact. You need to do that. And so I do it, right? I do it, and I'm like, oh, I worked out, whatever the case may be, right? I did what he said, and what I ended up doing, because if you know anything about me, um, I have what's called grit, you know what I mean? And I have what's called I'm a hard charger. I'm like, if you challenge me to do something, like I know Nate Robinson just got knocked out, you know what I mean? But I know he thinks he's the ultimate athlete. That's because he's never met another short guy before, because we're all like pretty athletic. But when you challenge me in something, I will do something. I'll try to outdo you at your own sport. It's just in me. So I quit my workout. I'm like, okay, let me work out with y'all. And I go over there and I do what he's saying. And I push the weight. And they're pushing heavier than I normally push, right? And keep in mind, the way I got to where I'm at with my workouts at this time was, a couple guys that I looked up to that worked out. I traveled a little bit, had the privilege of being in Kuwait at Oxygen Gym, and just seeing those guys do something, I soaked it in. And I was only there for a short period, but also some friends and colleagues that I know, Sway at the job, Randy. I know a bunch of people that just get that work, and I want to, I take their advice because they're in similar situations. And I know this story is going on, but this is real, so I got to give it to you, right? So I do what he says. And keep in mind, I had this regimen where I go to the gym, 6 days a week. I went to the gym 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Uh, no, Monday through Thursday. And then I would work out outside Saturday. So I took Friday, but I stretched every day, right? And then Sunday, I would take off and just do like cardio type stuff, walk the driveway. But because I worked out the way he said do it, I messed around and hurt myself. Not hurt myself where I couldn't work out, but my body was so sore that I could not go back to the gym for days, and it messed up my whole regimen. Moving forward, I was so upset about the whole ordeal, and I was shy about it. So I'm just giving y'all the truth that I messed around and said, man, I can't be at this gym. These guys is, I just couldn't see myself doing nothing. So I got another gym membership at LA Fitness, and this is in Waldorf, and this is Waldorf, Maryland. And I go out there, I start working out, and I get back on my grizzly, right? Now I'm working out the way I wanted to. Low weight, high reps, and I spent more time in the gym, but it was low weight, high reps, and a lot of cardio involved too. But I had my meals, so I ate my meals on time. And fast forward, because the story is going on forever, something happened and I ended up going back to that gym. And this is months and months later. So I go back to the gym. At this time, I established myself. I'm the summer is now. Got on my gear, my sweatshirt, all that stuff. I think at the time I had signed up for a competition. I think I delayed it, but I had signed up for one. And I go back to the gym, and lo and behold, who I see? This guy and all these guys he works out with. Now I'm going to tell you something. They all looked exactly the same from when I saw them last time. Like nothing changed at all. But I took my sweatshirt off, and I wear it because it markets who I am for YouTube, so I can get followers and stuff. I took my sweatshirt off, and you should have seen the look on their faces. And by this time, I had changed the weight I was working with. Now I was up in weight. Why? Because the weight was lighter to me. The heavier weight, which was heavy last time they saw me, was lighter to me. So I was still doing my high reps, low weight. It's low weight in my eyes because I was stronger at this point, and a lot of cardio, right? I looked so much better. I remember a dude came over and he's looking at me. He's like, "Bro, what you been doing? You taking something? What you doing?" And I told him, I was like, "Yo, what y'all do might work for you, but this works for me." And he looked at me. He started laughing, and he was like, "Yo, you should have just said when I walked up, bitch, this works for me." And I was like, "Yo, why would you say that?" And I started cracking up. And I kid you not, he was like, "You should have said, bitch, this works for me." But listen, my point of this is no matter what you're doing, you're going to run into so many people. You're going to see them doing so many different workouts, so many different styles. Everybody knows what you should be doing. But listen to your body. See what works for your body. Feel what works for your body. Because not always will the weight going down be comfortable to your body. Hell, I was at 180 one time, and I remember I felt like shit. My body did not react. I didn't have the energy to do anything. But people told me I looked great. I didn't feel good like that. So for you, find the workout. It's okay to look at people and see what they're doing and say, "Ooh, I like that. I like how she looks. I like how he looks." But make it work for you. Make it yours. It's like a recipe, right? When you follow a recipe to make food, it's okay to follow somebody's recipe. But the thing that made grandma and them good, the thing that made they stuff good, is they would always add something else to it. I know when my nana makes some spaghetti, we call it massagetti in my family, but when she makes spaghetti, she take all the leftover meat and put it in her spaghetti. Like, we had turkey from another day and all that. She just put it in. And it would taste so daggone good. But that's how she did it. That's what made it hers. And that's what makes it good. That's what, no one could replace that. So with you, yeah, you see me with my bands. You see me saying do this many sets of this, but you know your body. If I say do it on every hour and you feel like doing it every half hour, do it every half hour. If you see somebody on TV and they telling you to drink this drink or do this diet because it's going to work, listen to your body. Yeah, you might make it through it, but how do you feel? You dig? I'm Rufus Patterson. You may know me as Bear. This is The Summer Is Now. Enjoy you, enjoy life, and enjoy fitness in that order. You dig?